Good morning, guys. So, today I want to talk about Patreon. Specifically, I want to talk about Shannon Rose's Patreon. Shannon Rose did something recently that totally surprised me, even though I see so many things online that to me are like major red flags. It seems like to some YouTubers it's just everyday business, and I don't know if they just don't care. I don't know if they're just willing to risk it in order to sell their business, which is, their lifestyle and themselves basically. But let me explain to you guys what happened. So essentially, she shared on her Instagram story that she was going to meet one of her patrons in real life. And then she shared a photo with this person. And not only was it her, but her kid was with her. At least one of her kids. I don't remember if the second one was with her, but that doesn't even matter. The fact that she went and met this person, and I don't give a damn if they've been a Patreon member for 5 years. I don't care. Literally taking your small child outside of, your hometown. I think she said they went to Seattle, and literally meeting one of your patrons in real life. First of all, let's talk about if this were to happen without her kid. Who's there to stop some obsessed fan from harming her? Let's just say that this person was one of those creepy obsessed fans who was disguising themselves as someone who was just really admirable of Shannon Rose and really liked her and blah blah blah, but they were actually someone who had become like creepy obsessed with her. Then you're going to meet them in real life. Now let's talk about the fact that she had her child with her, because obviously keeping yourself safe is a task on its own. Keeping yourself safe and your child safe simultaneously is a whole different ballgame. Now, don't get me wrong, Shannon Rose's safety is none of my damn business. Since she was so heavily advertising it on her Instagram story, that's why I have an opinion about it. I realize that if something happens to her, then, something happens to her. But this is just wild to me. The concept of going to meet a complete stranger, because even if they're a Patreon person and you've seen their name in comment sections, they're still a stranger to you. Unless you talk to this person in real life and you know a little bit more about them, that's a little bit different. But I'm pretty sure that this is not someone that Shannon Rose just has random conversations with on a Wednesday afternoon. So I was super shocked to see that. But, and it's kind of like this weird marketing tactic that she's doing by saying, oh, I'm going to meet this Patreon member in real life. Patreon perks. I think she hashtags something like that. I don't remember. I'll throw the post earlier in the video for you guys. You can pause to read it or go back. But you're basically advertising this as some kind of perk that someone gets by paying to be a part of your Patreon. But how often are you really going to go meet strangers in real life? I would hope that that's not a normal occurrence. If it is, then, maybe she isn't falsely advertising it. But for me, thinking logically, I don't see her just couple times a month going to meet one of her Patreon members in real life. I don't see that as something that her schedule would allow for. I don't see that as something that would be happening on a normal or consistent basis. Aside from the obvious safety concerns, let's also talk about who in their right mind is paying to be on Channon Rose's Patreon. Channon Rose is not only someone who vlogs her kids, already a problem in itself, oversharing their story before they're even old enough to recognize what social media or YouTube is. So that's a problem in itself, but also she has a past doing disgusting genres of PRN. And I know some people are like, oh, you can't judge someone for their past for that long, blah, blah, blah. Here's my whole thing. When you go so out of your way to participate in things like she's participated in, and it's not just a one-time thing, to me, that's a problem. This isn't something that she was unfairly tied up in, or some kind of, disgusting tweet that she made when she was 15. We're talking about a grown adult that willingly participated in multiple disgusting films that were, put out onto adult sites. I have to be very careful with the words that I use on YouTube. So for me, the family vlogging side of things, yeah, that's always going to be a conversation. But the reason that I've talked about Channon Rose, and I haven't talked about her super consistently, but the times that I've talked about her, the reason that she sticks in my mind is because I just think she's a disgusting person. I don't think she has a very good soul, because for me, as a grown adult, even if, at least most of you know, if you're a new subscriber, just so that I can clarify my stance in this video, I do not care about anyone who works in the adult entertainment industry. If you're a sex worker, if you're on OnlyFans, I do not give two shits about that. The thing that I do care about is if you're in the adult entertainment industry and you're participating in genres of film that are based around white supremacy, if they're, racist or anything like that, that's where I have a problem. So it's not just, I'm never going to come and be like, oh, she was in PRN, she's a bad person. No, never. That's, do your thing all day long. But if the genre is something that we all agree is disgusting, then that's where I'm going to talk about it and say, this is disgusting. And since Channon Rose has participated in that, I don't think that she's definitely nobody that I would ever support financially by being a YouTube member, Patreon, buying anything kind of book or merch that she's pushing. Never. Now, once in a while, do I check out her YouTube videos because I have a commentary channel? I do. But if I'm in a place, aka if I'm at home and I can download them instead of watching them, then that's what I do, because I do everything in my power to not financially support the people that I talk about. I'm in a little bit of a different position because I have a commentary channel. A lot of the people that I talk about on my channel are not people that I would want to financially support, but a lot of times I know a lot about their content because of having a commentary channel. So it's a little bit of a different situation. But I think those are going to be my thoughts for today. I heard that Katie Joy Without a Crystal Ball asked for her donation back that she made to Vaughn McCrae's family. I don't know if that's true, so I have to say allegedly, but nothing surprises me with her, and she just has no moral code. So if you guys know that to be true, put it in the comments down below where you saw it. Did she put it on Facebook? Did she put it on Instagram? Was it part of a YouTube video? I am curious, just, for my own thoughts, to see what she had to say, but she's just a terrible person. She really is. So either way, I hope that you guys are well, but for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.